Hey people, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? My I'm this O Full Circle 420. This is another reaction with my beautiful dark skinned friend right here, Nate Plum.
It's me, Plum.
All right, but what I was saying before I push the recorder, I was like, dude, look at the people who look at people these scammers target though. You know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, that's a video today. We're doing a video. We're doing a reaction for this one guy. This one I forget his name, but I
Yeah.
came across Miss Plum here. Came
Oh,
across.
I don't know his name. I don't know.
I don't know his name either. I watched a couple. I watched a couple of videos of him, but I never remember the man's name though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I've never seen this video.
Me neither. But it said, "What do scammers do when you have $2 million?" I know what I would do when I have $10 million, $2 million. Seriously, no, for real. Here,
Me too.
for real. I won't break it down into a fine pace. First thing I want to do is to pay off my debts. That's what they ain't sure though. You know what I'm saying? The debts that are actually important. Let's just put it like that. And then I'll take I'll take at least a hundred stacks, $100,000 if y'all remember that. Y'all, if you don't know what that means. If y'all don't know what that means, I'll take 100 stacks, put in like debt stocks, debt
Uh-huh.
stacks. So you buy the company's debt though. You know what I'm saying? And then you actually make money off of
Yeah.
them. You make money off their debt. And then what I would do is I'll get a money market account, you know what I'm saying? Put maybe like 200,000 in there, you know what I'm saying? Let that shit grow at a uh not a slow growing because that didn't work the
Yeah.
last time I did it. Now I'm gonna do this at a I'm gonna do an aggressive growth though, you know what I'm saying? I'm only 40 years old. I'm not 65, so I don't know why the first time I did, I don't know why the fuck I was careful about my money though, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know why I was that careful because I had a money 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 market account once with Primerica, by the way, which they're pretty good when it comes to stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I had a only started with $50 though. So I didn't have
Um,
200,000 though. You know what I'm saying? And it was $50 a month though, kept building, but it wasn't growing that much on a conservative growth though. You know what I'm saying?
really?
No, it doesn't grow that. It doesn't grow like it should. It doesn't grow like you think it would on a conservative growth because
How
that's
long did you
more.
have it? How long did you
Mm,
have it for the lifetime of it? And
I
then how
had
much?
it. Let's see. I had that. I had
What was
that
the ending
account.
balance?
Shit, I don't even remember. That was some. That was a long time ago. I don't
Really?
remember. Yeah, for real. I know it's more. I know it was over $2,000. I know that for a fact. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, it only grow. Oh wait. It's like $2,500 when it ended, but I had to use the money in it because for the matter is,
Yeah.
came some financial difficulties though. You know what I'm saying?
It
Which just
happens.
sucked though. But but yeah, next time I'm gonna do an aggressive growth though. You know what I'm saying? Life's a life's a risk though.
Yeah. Turn
And
off this
then
alarm.
right, and then what I'm gonna do now that I'm old enough to do this, what I'm gonna do now is do a not a vertical um um
No.
an uh, that account where you could actually um get paid off your interest though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
hmm Annuity. That's what it says. Annuity.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And
do an initial annuity, not a variable annuity, because a variable annuity fluctuates up and down, though. You know
I
what
need to get my girls IRAs.
I'm saying?
I
Prefer.
need to read. I need to go ahead and do my classes, my CE for my
Yeah,
insurance.
yeah, I'm doing that right. I'm doing that right now.
Yeah. Yes,
Fortunately,
do it.
I hate to say this, but thank you for COVID. Even though it sucks, you know what I'm saying. But
Benefits.
there's some benefits though. So I'm not saying that people. I mean, it was cool that people died though, but then again, people gonna die regardless, if you
Yeah.
have COVID or not though. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, so but hey, it was awesome though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I would do for $2 million though. And then the rest of it, after I do my debt pays, after I do my account, my financial accounts and all that,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna get some records and some candy.
Did you say records and candy?
Records and candy. Records and candy. You know what I'm saying?
You can afford it.
I know, right? Records and candy. Records and candy, baby. All right.
My allergies, if y'all see me sneezing, tears coming out, I'm not crying. My allergies. I'm not emotional. It's my allergies.
Yeah. And don't be blaming on me. I ain't making cry.
I do take medicine for my allergies, but for some reason, it's like as soon as I pop that medicine, sometimes it just gets worse.
What kind of medicine are you taking anyway? Just be
taking shoot. I take Zyrtec sometimes, and I also take I forgot Citrulline. No, I think that is Zyrtec. So Zyrtec.
Oh, I know
the little bitty white pill.
I know what you're talking about. Where I work at, we do distribute that though. You know what I'm saying?
You do what?
We distribute it. That's a specialty medication.
Yeah.
That one and Cosentex and those other fucking raggedy ass medications. But I mean, you have to excuse me when I say raggedy ass medications because I'm very prejudiced when it comes to medications from the pharmaceutical companies and shit like that. I don't like that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It sucks. It's irrelevant. And it just sucks though, you know what I'm saying?
Because they're designed to just suppress issues, but it causes other issues when there's another way around it to actually get rid of.
And that's why I try to tell people, like, look, okay, like my so-called associate, right? I told him, I'm like, dude, why are you taking that? You now your high blood pressure. Okay, they take a blood pressure pill. They say, yeah. Okay, now there's something wrong with your liver. Okay, you take another pill for that. Now something wrong with your dude. You are voluntarily having these people break your ass down, dude. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
But you also got to look at the situation of or the circumstances of the person too. Mm-hmm. Like some people, if they don't have the knowledge or they're just now being introduced to the knowledge, if they don't have the knowledge, so they're walking in ignorance. If they're just being introduced to the knowledge, they may be not sure because they're so used to believing and listening to doctors without doing research. Then on top of that, if they do have the knowledge, they may not have the finances and or whatever. There could be a number of reasons why. You know, like me, I'm trying to go completely vegan. But for some reason, like the first time we did it years ago, the first time we went vegan, we did it cold turkey. Cold turkey. We had just bought. Well, one day we had just bought like all the groceries. Yeah, I bought all these groceries. The next day I woke up, I was like, I'm going vegan. I literally woke up, I was like, I'm going vegan. I got rid of everything that I just bought, gave it to my neighbor. I was like, hey, you need some food? She was like, yeah. I gave her everything. And she was like, you sure? I was like, yes, take it. Me and my oldest, because that time it was just me and her. Me and my oldest, we went to Whole Foods, bought everything we needed. I had to restock my shelves, bought everything we needed. Came home. The first 3 days, I was like, what are we going to eat? What are we going to eat? How are we going to do this? And then on the third, and I think a lot of people work in fear too, because it's like, what you going to eat? Because they're so used to eating wrong. And so anyway, by that fourth day, it was like we were up in there like it was a chef's kitchen, you know, and it was a good feeling because a lot of the things that was going on with me, I've gotten rid of it within a matter of months. Went back to the doctors, I had to go do my, because I have a CDL. So I had to go renew my CDL. And with that, you have to go get your physical. Doctor took, so I took my physical and I was like, I asked about my blood pressure because I stopped taking my blood pressure. When I went vegan, I stopped taking my blood pressure medicine. And I was like, I asked him about my blood pressure. He was like, you have blood pressure issues? And I was like, well, you know, I've been, you know, since my daughter, da, da, da. And he was like, well, you on medication? I was like, no, I stopped taking it. Then he asked, and I was, you know, well, how are you managing without medicine? I was like, I'm vegan. He was like, keep doing what you're doing because like I don't see any signs of you having blood pressure issues. Is all your blood work came back? Everything is good. I don't know why he did blood work. Oh, because I also have vitamin deficient. And so he just checked everything. He's like, everything is just like, you're in a perfect bill of health. And so I don't know why it was so easy for me to do it then. And then now, because that's the only reason why I stopped doing it, because whole school would take your whole check. So I stopped doing it then. But now it's like, I don't know why. I don't know. It's like, we'll try. And then for a few days. And the next thing you know, we back on it. Like, I don't know. We may just do with the, we may just eat like fish, and then I guess it's just, I really want to go vegan all the way. I don't want anything live that had, you know what I'm saying?
Right, I got you.
Anyway, that's off topic. But but I'm saying all that to say, a lot of times it's your eating habits, and that actually cures or cleans you out. It cures a lot of issues, because you got to think your digestive system. If your digestive system is jacked up, you're gonna be jacked up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, and it's like me with the knowledge, I should be doing it, but I don't know what my issue is, to be honest.
I get you. Like, before I start this video, the way I did it vegan is I did it gradually. I didn't do cold turkey or anything like that. First I gave up beef.
Yeah.
Then I never really eat pork anyway, but I did give up bacon. Then I started eating more chicken and fish and turkey, right?
Yeah.
Then I gave up chicken. I did turkey and fish. Gave up turkey, just did fish. Gave up fish. I started as a vegetarian though, so eat eggs and shit like that, right? And then I was like, I don't really feel like eating eggs anymore, so I just went vegan. And I was a vegan for 2 years. And like I said, I was taught by a friend of mine how to be because she's been a vegan for years though, you know what I'm saying? And that's how she taught me how to be a vegan on a budget. Like I told you last time, where go to 99 cent store every Friday morning if you can for fresh produce. So you know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah. For real, 99 cent store, people go sleep on it, but 99 cent store do got some shit for you. They got fruits, they got vegetables, they got lots of fruits and vegetables, though, you know what I'm saying? Can or not, though, They got things you make a salad with. They got things that they even got vegan meats, but I wouldn't recommend that because it's high in sodium. But I mean, they got everything you need to be a vegan on a budget. Oh,
Friday mornings? Friday mornings?
Mm-hmm. Friday mornings.
Yeah.
Oh, and Aldi's too, and
there is an Aldi's by me.
Mm-hmm. Aldi's too. They got fruits, vegetables. They got their own farm though. You know what I'm saying? So
Aldi's?
Yeah, Aldi's. Yes.
I know.
Yes. Yeah, their farm isn't well, their main actually their main organization is in Germany though. You know what I'm saying? But they're for the United States, they have offices in Illinois, Texas, you know what I'm saying? So every time you see all this, there's always a corporate building right there, right there with it though, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, they got lots of stuff where you can go vegan, you know what I'm saying? All right, peoples. Let's get this party started. Let's see what scammers do we have $2 million. I gotta see this shit though. I never seen this video before, but I bet you this shit's gonna be funny as hell. All right, let's go.
For the past week, I've had about $2 million in a fake bank.
I love this guy.
I invited scammers
I do too.
to connect.
I know who he is. I just forget his name though.
Happen. And the results have been all over the place. Admittedly, a lot of times when I do this, I put $0 in the account or something like $5,000-$10,000. So it really did lend to some unexpected results. To explain really quick, this is the Bank of America online demo website. A few months ago, I spent a weekend coding and essentially perform a man-in-the-middle attack on myself, where whenever I connect to this on my virtual machine, the data files that it's loading are hosted on my server, so I can have any amount of money I want. In this case, like $2 million.
All right, ma'am. So do you want your money back, like $199, which has been debited from your account?
I'm not like super like I totally would be into that, but I'm not. I just want to make sure that it's not on my card because like I have my account, and then normally I just give everyone my dad's
Yes,
credit
ma'am.
card. So like I don't really care.
No, 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 ma'am. See, ma'am. No, no, ma'am. It's all about that. Like, you have been charged on your checking account, okay? So, with which bank you have a checking account so that we can refund that money in that account, okay? And you don't have to tell me your card number, your account number.
You from the passenger side, and friend, trying to holler at me.
All
Hold on,
right,
let me just
ma'am.
check.
You see that shit too?
His face, I love it when he tries not to laugh.
Me too.
But yeah, I see it.
Hello, fire. Hello, heaven.
Wait, oh hello.
It's heaven spelled backwards. Divine.
Yeah.
Hello, heaven.
He's like
Heaven, can you-
Nevaeh? Is Nevaeh? I seen that when he was like
No, that's a
it's like heaven spelled backward. I saw
no, that's a song from back in the day. It was on that it was on the Principal soundtrack with Jim Belushi back in the day, and there was a song called "Hello Heaven."
I gotta look it up.
Hello heaven, heaven, can you hear me? That's the beginning chorus.
I don't know. I gotta look it up.
You gotta look it up for real. It's actually a cool song though back in the day.
My allergies.
Let's continue.
Let's see.
All right, ma'am. Now, just hold on a second, ma'am.
Yeah.
Let me transfer this call to my senior accounts manager.
Oh, okay.
Now he will guide you further with your refund. So just give me a moment. Let me transfer this call.
Wait, are we not? Okay, hello.
Oh, okay. I see how he's doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Simply make a note of the balance which you have in your account. So we are going to
It's
transfer
like
the money, ma'am.
I don't know. It's like 100.
Did you write?
Maybe like 100,000 or something. I don't know. Oh, sorry. Am I not?
All right. So what I'm going to do, what can you? So what can you see on your screen now, ma'am?
Nothing.
Just wait, okay? Just wait.
Okay, so it might not make sense why I'm laughing here if you've never seen one of these videos before. So the scammers hide your screen so you can't see anything while they do this part of the scam. And this guy's so flustered he doesn't realize that he didn't actually hide it. And I just lied, saying that I don't see anything.
Oh
Anyway,
my
this is like a
goodness.
big moment of the scam where they're supposed to transfer money in between your accounts, and then they try to trick you and make you think that it was a real transfer from
All right.
Norton
In total, which you are getting back right now,
or
ma'am.
whatever.
The $500 which you are getting back right now, okay? Because including.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Why the fuck you keep saying $500?
He trying to make it.
Last time I checked, when the 5 has 4 zeros behind it, that's not
Oh
$500.
my goodness. He did that on purpose.
that's
He did that on purpose.
Taxes.
Including taxes. My dad said that people who
Yes,
make
including
the amount of
taxes.
money that he makes don't have to pay taxes.
All right. All right. And the refund amount, ma'am, you need to put $500, okay? And
Oh my
make sure
God.
do not make any
It's
mistake,
not
okay?
500. Is it like a test? Is that like an ethics test to see if I'm gonna like steal money? I'm not. Listen, I'm not that kind of person. Okay, I'm not gonna just like no. You got me. Like, okay, yeah, nice try, Bucko. I know it's only $100. I'm not gonna steal. I'm not gonna steal from you.
Oh, it's $100. It's $199. Okay, just hold down.
Yeah. It's just 199.99.
You're getting the. Listen to me.
I would
Listen to me
never.
carefully.
If I
You have
lost,
been.
I want you to understand
Alright,
something.
you're
If I
getting.
lost all of
You're.
my money,
Yeah, I know that.
like if all of my money was
You're
gone,
getting the money
I
in
would
4 parts.
never
Yes, I know that.
steal from someone.
All right, ma'am. All right. Listen to me carefully,
Yeah, I
ma'am.
think that it is literally the worst.
You are getting.
Like if I could pick one
Yes,
thing
you are
that is
getting
the
the
worst
money in 4
thing,
parts.
if I could pick one thing that is the worst, other than that show Caillou, do you remember my God, my little like sister? Okay. Probably would be
Oh my yeah, see, I like this guy. You know why? Him and this one girl, she does those voice. She's a voice actor,
Yeah.
and she be like taking them to do some fucking changes though. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
But yeah, like I said, this guy is cool though because he sound just like if I didn't know any better, he sound sound like a female though. You know what I'm saying?
you do.
And also, here's the thing though, they want to talk about Nigerians, right? They want to talk about Nigerians, right? But let me tell you something though. Let me tell you something. Nobody is bigger scammers than these motherfuckers right here, though. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna tell you
There's-
something.
there's-
Look, I'm gonna tell you something when we get off of this. Something just happened yesterday. Bro, when I say I'm gonna tell you when we get off of here.
Alright,
And it's about similar. It's about a real similar situation it is, but it's like, oh my goodness. I'm gonna tell you, it's sad that people do this, but it's like sometimes they be messing over the wrong people. And man, some people they'll be in a business suit, have a business, and still steal from you.
Mhm.
Like they own the business and then steal from you from payroll. Like because they control. I'm gonna tell you about something when we get done with this. But oh my goodness.
All right, lock it up in your head. Lock it up in your head.
It's right here.
All right. But I was gonna say is though, right? Every time I hear the voice, every time I heard a voice that like this, I'm not saying all of them do it because these people are actually giving them like a bad name, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, let me tell you a little secret too. Those so-called Nigerian prince, Nigerian prince scams. Most of the time, they're not even Nigerians. Yeah, for real. I find this
Really?
out. Yeah, most of the time they're not even Nigerians. They might sound Nigerian. They may say they're not even say they're from that. But actually, sometimes it's actually people that's outside the continent of Africa, though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I remember I got an email one time from someone who claimed they were a Nigerian prince, they're looking for all this and everything. And my response back to that was, well, if you're a Nigerian prince, that means you got somebody help me out because I'm struggling right now. You're asking me for some money. I was like, you have to, I don't know.
Like, no, I had this one that said I won $3 million from the England lottery or something like that. And I won $3 million, right? So they sent me a check. They sent me a check for $1,400. They said, well, I tell you what, you keep 10%. They sent us the rest for fees. So I told them, I was like, wait a minute. Can you just take the fees? Can you just take the fees out the $3 million like every other lottery does? Every other lottery, like the Texas lottery, say if I win $600 million. If I say I want to take it all once, I won't get $600 million. I'll maybe get 300, maybe.
Yeah.
Get generous, 300 million, maybe. And that's after being double taxed.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Sorry, y'all. My allergies does what it wants to do. I apologize. It is draining right now.
All
My bad.
right.
Crazy.
You know, at first I thought, wait a minute, what's my
Oh, that's not yours.
yeah, I thought something like, wait a minute, I thought they disappeared.
I guess not having world peace kind of sucks.
Okay, listen to me. I will
So
explain you.
okay, if I had to
First,
pick
you're
one
getting
thing
the
that's the
money in four
worst,
parts.
it would be not having world peace and then probably stealing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, ma'am, the when you come to the work,
Actually, okay, can I come
because
back
this
to that for a
this
second?
is
Can I
the
come back to that? If like a genie appeared right now and
Re-
said, Nevaeh, what do you think is the worst thing? Because whatever you pick, I'm gonna get rid of. I would say the worst thing is not having more wishes, and then maybe he would give me like more things to get rid of, because that's like the ultimate thing. And I know that he's not gonna give me more than 3 wishes, and then I would be able to do stealing, not having world peace.
$50. $50,
Oh,
ma'am. $50.
just okay, just $50.
$50. You are getting in the four parts. You are getting the money in 4 parts. 50, 50, 50, 50. Because your refund amount is $200.
He has to do the 5-0.
Why 50 though? It's 100. Should I do like
He has to do
50,
Because you're
comma
getting the money
50?
because he already added the 5 with
No,
the
no, no.
zeros. That's what he's
No,
trying
no,
to
no,
get
no.
to.
50
No,
plus.
only
You
50,
see it?
ma'am.
What about 50 plus
Only
50
50. Only 50.
equals 100?
No, 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 no. You are getting the money in 2 parts. First, you are getting the 50, then again 50. So make sure put the $50.
He asked me to write 50. That way he can add a bunch of zeros after
Yeah.
it to make it seem like I made a huge mistake.
You done?
That's the wrong amount. Let me try again. It's just 5,
Oh, ma'am, I told you, ma'am, do
5,
not make any mistake, ma'am,
0.
because this is the banking server. Oh
Okay.
my God! Just hold on. Let me check your bank account. Wait. Oh my God! You can see the 50,000 has been transferred from the Norton.
Wow, that's fast.
Do you see that? Oh,
Oh my god. Oh wow.
I told you, ma'am, make sure do not make any mistake, ma'am. I know that, ma'am, you are the very loyal customer. You're not going to keep our company's money.
Oh man.
Just a mistake.
That is
Just
a
a mistake.
blunder. Oh dear.
Yes. So you need to go to the bank and do the wire transfer to our company's account. Okay, ma'am?
Oh my god, I did a wire transfer to one of my friends this morning. It's actually still pending.
It's still pending.
Yeah.
How much you have done the wire transfer
Just
to your friend?
17. It's like I don't know.
17,000.
Yeah. She just needs to she's just buying a car. So I was
You
like,
need,
girl,
alright.
I got you.
So she's just buying a car.
Girl, I got you.
Alright. You need to go to the bank. Alright.
Boy, these are the stupidest motherfuckers. These are the stupidest motherfuckers I've ever heard.
He said, girl, I got you.
Seriously, they deserve everything this dude is doing to them, though. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Well, I put like this: anybody who scams anybody, I pray that you get the karma that is coming to you.
Yeah, I don't like people when they do that.
I didn't say anything bad.
They're
I
getting
said,
slick too.
yeah, they really are. I got something to tell you after we get off here. After you know, I got something to tell you about. I got to tell you something about this too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And do the wire transfer to our company's account.
Listen, I know it took 47 minutes, but this is one of the fastest easiest ways I've gotten a bank account from a scammer in a while. And this is it looks like it's gonna be a United States bank account. This guy's just ghosting right in. It's like, ma'am, please just give me the money. Thanks. He actually gave me 2 bank accounts here, which ends up being quite common amongst the calls that I've done this week. I then tried something very different where I tried to fake another scammer connecting to my computer and changing the bank account details. I was trying to pretend that some other scammer basically stole the money, but they didn't really understand it. Maybe I delivered it wrong. And ultimately, the manager got really upset and really weird. I think that they were just really confused and weren't really sure how to handle the situation.
Okay. And this money that you have in your account, you've made it yourself?
My dad.
Okay. And you want more money?
I guess. I mean, who says no? Who says no to that? Do people say no?
Let's join hands. Let's join hands and make more money. I have a way with which we can earn more money.
Okay, like how?
by scamming people.
Okay, what? Did you say scanning them? Like
By
a
by
like
yeah
scan?
by
Like a medical scan? Or what do you
He legit can't
scam.
said like
Money.
what?
like stealing?
Yeah, like stealing from them
Okay, so you're talking about like multi-level marketing.
digitally.
You mean like multi-level marketing?
This is absolutely going to be fraudulent. We're just going to fool people, loot money from them.
Wait, how?
What do you think?
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
You want to
like-
know what you have to do?
yeah, because I feel like I wouldn't do a good job. I would probably feel really bad, like actually taking the money from someone. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel bad taking the money from my dad because he's
Mhm.
my dad and he like gives it to me. But what would I? What would I
know.
do?
You just have to bring me the contact numbers of people who have a lot of money in their bank accounts, and the money that they return, you will be having to receive it into your account, and from there we divide our share. We do not have a proper account.
Oh, like all my
we
dad's,
need
like, just
someone
give you
from
all
the
my dad's
United
friends?
States. Yeah, you can do that. That is going to be
Okay, so this is a multi-level marketing thing. Like you're recruiting me, and then see, I knew it was an MLM.
no.
Me for
Because
the
you're
job.
recruiting me.
How did you get the job?
Even I was there was a job fair. And do you know any job fair? Like lots of companies
You don't
come
work
to
for
the job fair
Norton.
and they
You don't
like
work for Norton.
even you are not the person.
He won't answer that question.
Not, even I also know that.
Yeah, he like offered me a job.
Yes, I know that, but you are already doing a job, ma'am. You are a professional hacker, right? You were just trying to rob money from my company's account.
This next call I want to show you started off as sort of the average
Man, say. Man, say.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, you gotta be a real piece of shit to scam somebody, though, man, for real.
You know, and that's sad because people work hard. Well, people who do it right, they work hard for money.
Yeah.
Or they found a way to make them, money work for them. I don't know. But that's crazy.
Nah, seriously, you gotta be a real piece of shit to be scamming somebody. Man, look here. I'll fuck around and find where exactly where you at. And shit. I know where you at. You either Pakistan or India, though. You know what I'm saying?
It's like I kind of get why they're doing it. I kind of get it because because actually I saw this one video or whatever, how this one guy tracked down the guy who was actually scamming him or doing the scams or whatever. Well, anyway, he tracked him down and come to find out the dude, he was a guy who was legit looking for a job at first. He was legit looking for a job to get out of poverty, because this area where he was living at and all that, which I was like, okay, but he was like, then he just got into it, like that. And he was like, he realized what it was and he accepted it because he needed the money. He was like, y'all have enough money, so y'all can share it with us. That's the way he was looking at it. And I was like, no, baby, it doesn't work that way. I completely understand where you're coming from because who wants to be living like that forever? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, everything kind of comes back around. I mean, if you're trying to steal from other people, how are you going to come up? You know what I'm saying? And even if you do come up, it's only temporary, and then you're right back where you're at, or even worse. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
right. And another thing too, right? In those countries, their currency, their form of currency is actually it's pretty low. I'll put it like this: a billionaire in India is only a millionaire in the United States.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
crazy.
dude, like you ever seen that movie Slumdog Billionaire?
No, never heard of it.
Well, basically, Well, basically, it was like the Indian version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like an Indian version. It's a movie, but it's basically, but it's a movie. But the game that was on the movie is like Indian. It's the Indian version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Wow.
And yeah, like I said, you have a opportunities to win 1,000,000 rupees. 1,000,000
Wow.
rupees ain't really. If you, I put it like this: you take 1,000,000 rupees, right?
Uh,
And you go to the United States. You go to California. Maybe you say you go to California. So I want to go. I want all about California. Dude, baby boy, baby boy, yo,
I wouldn't even go to California.
man, I live in the United States. I would never live in California. I'll visit there because I never been there before, but
Listen,
I would never live there, man, because
I
nine
know.
9.5% sales tax. Oh no, that means you buy a bag of Doritos for $1, you end up paying $2.50 for it. I'm just exaggerating. I'm just exaggerating, but you know.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like this is why these people do these scams and stuff like that, because it's always usually people. There's always usually countries where their currency ain't shit, and that's why they target like the United States or England or whether or even Belize. Belize,
Really? They target Belize?
yeah, Belize dollar, yeah, Belize. Oh, and New Zealand too, because their dollars are equal to the United States.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
their dollars are like are worth the same or if not more
Really?
than the United States. Yeah, it depends on the currency exchange because that fluctuates on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they
Daily.
yes daily. Yes, that changed daily. Yes. Like
Wow.
one day, like say for instance, you go to like when I went to Canada, right? Now the day I went to Canada, the United States was like $1, $1.25 to every um the United States dollar was $1.25 per $1 Canadian Canada currency though, right?
Yeah.
Then
Wow.
the next day it was $1.30. The next day after that it was $1.15. Then the next days after that was $1.20. It
Isn't that
fluctuates.
crazy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Okay.
fluctuates daily.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I knew it fluctuate, but I didn't know as frequent.
yeah, it floats on a daily basis. Like
I didn't know that.
say you go out say you go like um go online look up currency exchange between United States and India, right? Now for one United States dollar it's worth like $15 over there. Where I'm just probably exaggerating, but and then
Yeah.
the next day the United States dollar is only worth 12 ripples, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
Yeah, cantaloupe.
so yeah, that fluctuates daily. So this is why these people these countries who's basically the currency's toilet paper, uh
Yeah.
that's why they target those specific countries. Yeah, for real.
It's sad. I mean, I understand it, but it's sad. You know what I'm
It's,
saying?
but then again, you also have to understand 75% of India is a slum.
Yeah.
75% yeah, seriously, 75% of India is a slum. They got 3 times the amount of people they got here in the United States in this little space, though. You know what I'm saying? It's probably bigger than that, but I'm just saying it's a little space. It's
Yeah, I seen a
cluttered.
documentary. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cluttered, though. You know what I'm saying? And they also,
It's sad, but it's like I feel like there could be if people weren't greedy, I feel like there could be a better way. You know what I'm saying? So you have people who do have a lot of money, right? He's doing a fake bank account, but there's people who really have money like that in their account.
yeah,
Now they can start an organization or come together with other people who, have money like that or whatever, come together with business or make their own whatever, or nonprofit or whatever, to actually reach out. And I'm sure people have done that. I'm sure people do, but I just feel like it should be more of it to help. I mean, because overall, people are going to be people. People are people.
right.
And to prevent, this behavior, I mean, I feel like it'll still be there, but not as much, but to prevent as much behavior, because I mean, it's just to help them out, because at the end of the day, someone's grandmother, someone's child, someone's whatever, someone's going to be still getting played by this. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? And when I say they're coming up with different ways, once they almost had me, and this was recent because it looks so legit. And it was so legit to where what happened was, so about 4 or 5 years ago, I had received, I was still married. So about 5 years ago, I had received a letter in the mail saying that I owed, it was like, I think it was like $500 or whatever, saying that I ran the toll. I kept running the tolls, and they had a picture. No, they didn't even, it was like a blurred picture, and you couldn't really make it out. And then of like, it was supposed to be of a tag of like license plate. And the license plate or whatever, and it was a card that I had. And the license plate number was real similar to mine. It was like one number off or whatever. So in my mind, no, it was missing one number. It was missing one character, whatever it was. In my mind, I was like, okay, maybe it was a typo or whatever. But, and I was like, well, I know I didn't run it because I was in Mississippi at the time. I wasn't even in Texas. Matter of fact, when I was in Mississippi, the husband I was married to would not allow me to go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Right. So I was like, at that time, I was like, I called him. I said, I hadn't even been in Texas in over a year. So they was like, well, this is yours and this and other. And when I say it got me, because she didn't have a heavy accent. The girl I spoke to did not have a heavy accent. And I was like, okay, this and other. I was like, I'll have to look into it because I know good and well it's not me. And I don't know how you got my information and saying that I ran a red tag. Now you causing chaos in my household, because at the time, my husband, he crazy. He think he was whoever. Now I was with someone in Texas, and then somehow made it back to Mississippi in about in a 10-hour time frame. So anyway, and I was like, this is retarded. And so and then anyway, they kept sending me it. Like every month, sending it to me, saying that I owe. Finally, when I did end up leaving him, moved back down to Texas, and at that point I had already, some reason I had gave the car, I had to give the car back. I think it was like it wouldn't pass. It was something whatever reason I gave the car back, and I ended up getting another vehicle. And then so at that point I couldn't even look at my license plate number like I should have the first time. And so but I remembered it, but I remember it was still a character off. And so then finally they sent me another one saying that this is my license plate, I can pay, or they're going to come, or they're going to have the Texas Department, the police or whatever, come out, the troopers come pick me up. And I was like, what are we talking about? And then talking about some lawsuit and all that. And I was like, y'all going too far. Y'all doing too much for something that's not even mine. And so I called, it was a number at the bottom. Or I either Google it. I called the number at the bottom. They kept saying, that I owe. So I Googled the company's name. No. I called the Texas Toll, the tollway for Houston. I called them. And then I was like, hey, do y'all have this company or whatever with the tool? And so the girl said, yeah, we did. They did buy us out. She said, that's a legitimate company name. But she's like, but I don't see you in my system. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, she's like, I still would see you in my system if you had, if that was true. And I was like, really? She's like, yeah. She's, as a matter of fact, the license plate number you gave me is not even a license plate number. And I said, what? And she's like, yeah. She's like, you're missing a character. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah. She's like, I don't know, you may want to talk to him, because she was confused because they used the same name as a company that was bought out. Mm-hmm. And so at that point, my attendance was already up because I knew I didn't owe. And then I ended up calling the number back from the letter. And I was like, y'all need to send me a picture. I need to have a clear-cut picture of the vehicle y'all talking about, of my vehicle. And she was like, ma'am, it's going to take about 4 weeks. I said, 4 weeks to get a picture sent to me? I said, that's fine. I'll wait, because I'm not playing a dime until I get a picture. And then when I say I ain't never heard from him again. So I was like 2 months later, because I had forgot about it. 2 months later, I remembered. And I was like, let me call these people. I called them. I was like, yeah, I ain't got no picture. They hung up on me. And I was like, and I called back again. And I was like, no. I said, here's his account number. Y'all claiming I owe. So I was like, then the guy tried to go off of me. Yeah, the accent. He tried to go off of me. You owe this and other. We're gonna send him. I said, you can send him because y'all. I said, y'all know y'all lying. I said, this isn't but a scam. And I was like, y'all can't send me a proof. When I said scam, he got mad, started yelling, and I was like, I said, this ain't nothing. It's nothing but a scam. And I said, it's sad that y'all are doing this. I said, because the license plate is not even right. I said, I haven't been in Texas in over a year when y'all claim I did this. I said, y'all are trying to scam people. Now, if I was in Texas, I would have thought that, maybe, because they had me really convinced. And I said, I don't even go to tollways. I don't go to tolls to avoid that.
Right. Oh, check this out though. I knew, like for instance, I would knew that was a scam from the get go because number one, most Texas, license plates have either like 3 letters or 4 numbers, or has something like a personalized, but it has to equivocate to 7 characters though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can have no more than 7 characters on. You can have less than 7 characters, but you can have no more than 7 characters there, right? That's number one. Number two, they don't call they send a letter, but the letter has to have an official stamp on it. That probably didn't have it. So anyway, and number
Had a
three,
letterhead and everything, though.
and
I
number
ain't never
three-
had a letter from them, so I don't know.
well, I mean, I'm just saying though. I mean, it's telltale sounds. It's telltale signs.
If you don't know, that's what I'm saying. If you don't know, you don't know. Like, I ain't never had a letter from them. I've never had a letter from them. So how are you supposed to know if you never had a letter?
Well, I mean,
That's just like getting a bill in the mail. Any bill in the mail, you're not gonna have like a stamp on the end.
right.
Any bill.
But I'm just
You
saying,
know what I'm saying?
right. But I'm just saying, if you live in Texas, though,
Go ahead,
that's a state thing though. That's not Houston or Dallas or Plano or this, that, the other. I mean, I can
It wasn't a
understand.
state thing. It was for Houston, Harris County.
Really?
The Harris County toll.
No, what
My
I'm
Harris
saying.
County toll is not going to go to your Dallas County toll.
No. What I'm saying is the license plates, though, not the tolls.
Yeah.
The license plates.
Yeah.
That's a state thing, though. It has to have 7 characters. So you can't have no more than 7 characters. And if one is missing and it's not personalized, I'm like,
Yeah.
there's
That's
something
true.
strange in the neighborhood there. But I understand. Like for instance, like me personally, I'm gonna get back to the video. Like me personally, I got I was on Instagram, right? I was, doing posts, right? I get a DM talking about, hey, how would I just make an extra $2,000? I was like, how? It's like, well, you do is we're doing a special. If you give us $100, we gonna hit you back for $2,000.
I got that same. I got the same one.
I'm like, really?
I got the
Okay.
same one.
I was like, okay, really? I was like, by the way, what's your company's name? And he said some bullshit company. I said, oh yeah, y'all. And then when it said the company, then I turned into a troll. And I was like, oh, so you must be. I was like, where you located at? Well, do you want to do the 100? I was like, where you located at? He said, we're located in Houston, Texas. I'm like, oh, for real, Houston? Really? I was like, so are y'all with the Cabrini Green building on 56 and Ashland? He was like, yes, we are. Okay, so is a company that found his name? Is the name Ted Bundy? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, it's Ted Bundy.
You're so
okay.
silly.
So I was like, okay, so the vice president must be Leroy Huxtable, right? He's like, yes. Okay, so, I know. So your secretary, what's your secretary's name? He was like, do you want to do the 2,000? I say, oh, I think I know that company. I think you have a secretary named Benjamin Sisko.
My goodness.
He said, yes, we do. And then I was like, okay, I'll do the 100. So then, you know what I'm saying? What I did was, okay, he's like, I said, I'm sending it over right now. Hold up. And then I sent him a picture with my middle finger. I was like, you stupid motherfucker. First of all, there is no Cabrini Green building in Houston. Cabrini Green is a Chicago fool. Second of all, Ted Bundy was a serial killer that got executed back in 1989. Leroy Huxtable's a damn character off of Bill Cosby, and Benjamin Sisko's a character from Star Trek, Deep Space Nine. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my goodness.
I told him, man, I was like, dude, we should next time you should told your mom to swallow. and then he blocked me.
Those people you do have to block.
Huh?
Or let those people you have to block and let them block you. I got a couple of those. They
Yeah, they forgot they didn't know they was fucking with a troll though, you know what I'm saying? Because I know it's scam.
silly.
I know it's look, it took me years to realize, but I know scams from the get-go though. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude,
Crazy.
nobody $2,000 for $100 investment. Get the fuck out of here. Not even
that don't even make sense.
Not even the best. Not even the best. Stockbrokers can do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. I hate it.
Especially not from a damn Instagram post, Instagram DM.
But you know, if you really think about it, most people on a lot of people on Instagram are young, and a lot of people on Instagram want that quick money, and so they'll find it appealing, and so that's how that's probably why that's their target audience. You see what I'm saying? Because you have young people who want that quick money, even older people, but you got people on there who wants that quick money, and then on top of that, flashing it and all that. So they probably looked at you and thought you may want that quick money and thought you'll be a fool to fall for it.
Little they know, I'm a troll, man. I troll motherfuckers. Troll motherfuckers. All right, let's continue.
Refund scam. A guy connecting to your bank account trying to steal your money. But when he saw the $2 million in my bank account, he took a completely different turn that I've never experienced before.
Ma'am, I'll tell you one thing. What I guess, you just stop yourself. You don't let what you are. You think and then you speak. Just let it be, ma'am, whatever that is coming into your mind, on your heart. Just say it. Don't stop yourself from saying it. Trust me on it.
You just want to be honest.
I'm sorry?
You're saying that I should just be honest and open with you?
Yeah. Don't stop. The way I'm saying it,
Stupid motherfucker.
and saying no, I say it on your face.
Okay, well, this is something that I've never told anybody.
Oh goodness.
Say it.
Say it.
I liked the ending to the show Lost. My whole life I've been taught to just keep things, hidden and private.
Nah, you can just see, ma'am. I'll tell you one thing.
He lost it. He likes
I
the
don't
ending
seem
of
to
a
have
loss.
gotten any.
No.
I don't seem to have gotten any money yet.
But the ending of the loss
Maybe
sucked
I don't-
though.
I
That's
don't- Did they
the
send it to my checking account?
Ma'am, it could be checking or saving. Check both. I don't know. I can't see anything as of now because you're checking your personal data. So, I don't know. But I might, I don't know. I might be way too frank to you. If I liked you, I should say, okay, fine, man, I liked you. If I didn't say something, I will say it upfront. I won't just beat around the head.
We're no strangers to this.
I'll be talking like you, the way you do it, because you think, you then speak, and then you're not true to yourself. You just stop from being what you want.
Well, it's hard because you have to, there's standards and people, society sometimes they put these things and you have to drive this car or you have to wear these clothes or do these things. 3 ice cubes in every bowl, all that stuff. And I just get sometimes I want to take my shoes off and chew my toenails a little bit. You know what I mean?
See, man, I'll tell you one thing. these societies being created by us, and these societies won't give you money, and they won't give you peace, they won't give you satisfaction.
What you can't do?
You who has to
Did you
do
get your breakfast?
So the moment you stop thinking about the society, think about you.
You have your
Give up
sushi, okay?
about society. Simple and sober. Ah, now let's work on yours so that we can add security on it, okay? So that
Yeah.
once before we can't keep the server long onto it. So, ma'am, you will get a code onto your this thing,
Can I read you
okay?
a poem that I wrote?
And it would. Don't mind, ma'am. Just
Hell no. He busts out. Can I can I
Love it.
can I read a poem that
I love it.
I'm like, wow.
I
See,
love it.
they waste your time, you waste theirs with bullshit.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
listening to your
Yeah, all your
poem
breakfast.
and everything. I just want your account to be secured, you to be secured,
Dreams
and I'm definitely gonna talk.
like
I'm
a
definitely gonna
star
talk
in
to
the
you.
night flashes, glittering, thrusting through the stratosphere. What
Mhm.
do I hear in my
Mhm.
ear? So near, so near. The star is like a glittering light.
Oh my
And up
god.
above, I can't see, but I do see. I see all, every
Mhm.
single star, both
Ah,
near and far.
He is a fool.
this dude is
Glistening. Nay, not glistening,
Mhm.
raining like a cloud.
Mhm.
Drip,
Mhm.
drip.
Mhm.
Do you hear it?
Yes.
Drip,
Yep.
drip. Do you feel it?
Do you write poems, man?
My
Since
soul
for how long you're using?
soaks in like a sponge.
Mhm. Mhm.
There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza. A hole,
Mhm.
like a plastic bag
oh my
floating through the wind.
my
I'll
Mhm.
never stop.
Mhm.
Oh, he's in another account?
Never stop for anyone. You shouldn't.
First
You know what?
part. That's the first part of it. I don't know. There's
I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like,
Everywhere.
I'm sitting here like, man, what the fuck is you talking about? And this dude just eating up thinking it's a female like
He said, because okay, so the scammer's the one who's clicking around in the bank account, right?
I think so.
So I'm kind of working on this project. So, oh my goodness, that's probably why he's letting her talk, or him talk.
Well, no, to her, to him,
Him, her.
to her, yeah. Gotta get the pronouns right. Remember, he's a
Oh my
them
goodness.
day. He's a zim zom zoom zoom. He's a zoom 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 and a boom boom. Shake your rump.
Okay.
Oh my, people are funny. That's that so-called TikTok woke stuff. I swear they took being woke from us and they took being woke and fucked it all up, man. This is not what we was talking about, man. Woke means you're now aware. Now you wake up to the fact of the matter is everything you ever taught, everything, well, almost everything. Almost everything you was taught, almost everything that you was told was a fucking lie. That's what being woke is. They took it. I swear they took it and just fucked it all. I don't know what the zim zam, zoom zoom, dim day, none of it. Sim sam zoom zoom, shit shabba boo blah, what up bamboo, some tongues, so it's shabba whatever the fuck. I don't know what the fuck they talking about now, man. I am lost.
I don't even know what's
I'm lost, man. I am so lost. It's pitiful.
Are you? Are you?
Yeah, I am lost, man. I don't know what none of this shit means. I'm like Rip Van Winkle. Rip Van Winkle woke up after 20 years. I'm like, what the fuck is a them day? You talking about you more than two people? Is that what you're saying? Or you know?
They
So, I mean, whatever they feel comfortable with, go ahead and do it. But I don't want to live in I don't live in the land of make believe though. But I'm just saying. So you have to get the pronouns right. It's a girl to him.
Well, whatever. Push play. Push play.
There's 7 different parts.
Can I say something, Martha? Can I say something to you, Martha?
Yeah.
Okay, he's in her account.
I don't know whether maybe my judgment could be wrong. I am no one to judge you.
What was that? Sorry.
My judgment might be wrong, but yeah, I think like you got a very deep thinking. You just a deep thinker. You just want to talk about
Yes.
things that you want, right? And
I have a lot
you
on my
can't
mind.
share it with
Yes.
anyone.
Very big thoughts. Yes. That's exactly what the first part of the poem's about.
I read him a lot of poems, or rather, I made up a lot of poems and waited for a while, which was a little bit weird. And eventually, he just made an excuse about how he had to leave. But he has called me back every day since, and he still hasn't scammed me. And I think that he has a plan. Like he wants to marry me or something. I don't know. More of the romance scam, the long term.
Martha,
Yeah. Sorry.
you
Yes.
there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, my boss is calling me. I'm gonna call you back within half an hour or like 2 hours. Or you can just drop me a text message onto the number that I gave you.
Yeah,
Okay?
but I haven't
You have the
gotten any.
number? Or
I
should
haven't gotten any money yet.
No, don't worry. My boss is calling me right now, so I have to go back and talk to him. Do you have my number? The personal extension number?
Okay. But what about? Sorry, I don't want to be rude. I just. You don't like my poem. You don't like my poem, do you? I knew I should know.
Loved it.
No, no,
Really?
My number.
no, you're hanging.
Bro,
No,
lies.
Don't like my.
Why you lying to your woman, man?
And he lies so effortlessly. Like
Why?
it is in him.
Dude, there's a name for people like this, though, man.
He is good. He's a scammer.
Well, I mean, I have to admit, his he can lie very smoothly.
Man, he does it for his job.
I mean, hell, that's like you just doing lies like I take showers every day, though. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, y'all smooth. I have to admit, I see why some of these people fall for this shit because they're smooth as hell when it comes to lying, though. You know what I'm saying? But you know, they call people like this narcissists and sociopaths, psychopaths, and shit like that. And yes, despite what people think, yes, you can't be all three at the same time. You can't be a narcissist, you can't be a sociopath, and you can't be a psychopath at the same fucking time.
That is true. That is very true.
Well, you know, because I don't know what diseases and mental defects don't have a limit, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, those are mental illnesses.
You can have a legion of mental illnesses inside you, though.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? So, and I'm like, no, somebody gonna try to argue me down. Somebody, no, you cannot be a narcissist and a sociopath at the same. Yes, the fuck you can. It actually goes together.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and jelly, though. You know what I'm saying? It goes together. Like you could be a narcissist, a self-loathing, inferiority complex, the person who targets people to always target people to get their energy. They're also energy vampires. You can, and then after you feel so low, after you still feel so low, you have to reach up to touch bottom. That's when they win. A social, and they do that indiscriminate. They do that indiscriminately too. Any woman that feels that she's an easy target, they will target her. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when
they prey on the weak.
Yeah, that's why when that call me a narcissist, I'm like, no, no. First of all, I don't like women I can easily. If I be like this, there's women you can just look at them like, damn, dude. If I'm with this person would do exactly everything I say. It would be
well, cool. A narcissist doesn't have to just prey on like the
No.
opposite sex or something. They're
No,
you
I'm
know.
talking about now. They do this indiscriminately. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
Indiscriminate. That means they don't give no fuck who they do it to. They'll do it to that
Yeah.
person. And it doesn't necessarily be a person that you're coupled with either. It
Yeah.
could be your best friends, it could be your family, it could be anybody that you come across that, you know what I'm saying, you want to keep it to yourself. You will do something to, like, say, for instance, right? Say this narcissist is friends with this one person, right? Now they don't want this person to be friends with nobody else. So what they'll do is they'll start the division. You know what I'm saying? They'll go to the other person. Hey, so and so said this about you, and then you go to their so-called friends like, hey, you know what, so and so said this. You know, so there's conflicts there's conflict right there.
Well, okay, I kind of disagree on that because I think that's more of when you're in a relationship status. But when it comes down to a friendship status, I feel like that's not necessarily. I mean, that might be some cases, but I don't think that's like for a lot of cases because I know personally someone. But anyway, I feel like when it comes down to like a friendship status, it's not that they want you to themselves. I feel like they want more control over the outcome of whatever the situation is regarding, I guess,
Those
the
two.
relationship with you. Yeah.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's
like, because I know someone, like, this is on a personal note, someone I had to stop talking to a while ago. And I don't think they even do it. I don't even think they do it knowing they're doing it. And if they
Right.
do, that's crazy. But like this one person, like you know how I am. I'm bubbly. I'm hey da 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 all across. I am who I am from the first day you meet me. That is just period. And so, and well, this particular person, I guess they kind of caught her off guard and this and other, and I was like, yeah, da, da, da. So she thought I guess she had to just weigh it out because she thought I was just being fake or whatever, or that I had some secret agenda. And I was like, no. And so she had to ask about me. And then she realized that's just how I am. She was like, oh, okay. She kind of started letting her guard down or whatever. And I was like, oh, yay, besties. And this, me being, I guess, a childlike mind, but that's just how I am at times. I just get excited. You know, if I have a good vibe with people, and I feel like it's a good vibe, I'm like, okay, I'm like, hey, da da da.
right.
Well, and
Yeah,
then
of
on top
course.
of that, you like me being me, I'm always a giving person. Like always a giving. Like if I feel like that's just how I show my love. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter who, you know, or whatever. If I even like you know how I am, like I've given you
Yeah.
plenty of things, you know. And it is not that I'm trying to buy you. It's not that I'm trying to
Right.
whatever. Is that's just how I show. That's how I express myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a love
And it's not
language.
right. And so, and I guess, and I think that kind of took it. I think this particular person, I don't know. I know you get it. So, but anyway, I started noticing things, but I always push things under the rug. Like, for example, one time I was like, I expressed to this particular person that I don't like my family, my household, we don't celebrate any holidays or whatever. And that time
Right.
Christmas was around and all that. I think I told her this around Thanksgiving. And Christmas ended up coming around because she was like, "Oh, okay, this and other was through," and then so she was like, "Well," and I said, "Now this is not to offend anyone, but I said to her, calling me a Christian is offensive because," and I explained to her,
Yes.
"Listen,
No, I know.
listen."
No. I'm just saying. I think I know where you're going. The reason why you said that, but yeah, tell me.
But so anyway, I explained. I'm not gonna go to all the details, but basically, I'm just gonna go to like just the icing on it. I'm not gonna go to the
All right, I got
full
you.
ingredients.
I got you.
So basically, I was, you know, and I told her because see, so anyway, I told her, you know, when you know, I explained to her how the only reason why I would say yes, I'm a Christian is so I don't have to go into the deep explanation of what I am. Because when people say that, the first thing that comes in their mind is, "Oh, you must worship the devil." No, baby.
Or
You know,
there's a third option.
what's
It's a
the
third
third?
option. People say you work as a devil.
Or I'm Jehovah Witness.
No. Not Jehovah's Witness. Not Jehovah. You're an atheist.
Yeah. And so, and I'm like, you know, and it's like it's a whole explanation thing. And it's like I really don't feel like going in. So that's why I told her, I said I only explain it to people who I feel like the time is worth sharing. You know, other than
Right.
that, I'm like, because even like going to the doctor, they was like, well, what's your preference? I just say Christian, you know, because I'm not gonna go into all the whatever. So anyway, and so I explained to her, I literally sat down for a good 30 to 45 minutes explaining to her in details of why I don't consider myself a Christian and why, you know, it's offensive to call me a Christian,
Right.
you know, and all of that. And then at the tail end of it, she goes, but I still look at you as a Christian. To me, I still think you're a Christian. You're still a Christian because you still have basic, she said, you still have the basic values and this and other was. I said, did you not? Was I just talking to myself for 45 minutes? And so it's like that kind of was like a red flag, but I ignored it. I was like, you know what, whatever. To me at that point, I was like, it's not anything to, I know. And I was like, it's not anything to, you know,
Right.
argue about. Or so I was like, whatever. And then so Christmas comes around and she was going through a lot of issues with her family or whatever, like not her direct family, but her husband's side or whatever. And so again, I don't celebrate anything, but because I looked at her as a best friend and I knew that certain people were going to be there whom she didn't feel comfortable with, and I knew like the whole circumstance, I knew the whole situation. And so I was like, I told her straight up like this. I said, I don't mind, you know, because she had a Christmas get together and or whatever at her house, and it wasn't anything major, it was just a few of their friends. And so she invited me knowing I don't do this. And so then I told her, I said, so I thought she was invited, and you know, me being me, I'm thinking that she's thinking how I'm thinking, maybe she's inviting me to be a support for her because she would literally be the only one that, you know what I'm saying, I felt she wanted like a little support or whatever.
Right.
And so and I was like, yes. And I literally said, I don't mind going to support you, but I don't celebrate any holidays. And so I get there and all that. She hands me a gift. And I was like, this is mad awkward. So I was like, okay. And then she hands me a pamphlet, like a little, like it was like a little pamphlet or whatever, saying about what's that? It's a holiday that's made up. And is it not Hanukkah.
You talk about Hanukkah, but you talking about
Anyway,
yeah.
they celebrated. So anyway, they celebrated. And I was like, this is a man-made holiday. No, they celebrate that in Christmas, you know. And I was like, I don't, and she was like, well, maybe she's like, I feel like you are, she said she felt like I'm being closed-minded and I should allow, she said, you can do what you want to do, but I feel like you should allow for your kids to go to different churches to see what they like. I was like, wait, what? She had no kids. At this point, she had no kids. So I'm like, wait, what? Why would I sit there? That to me is, that's a whole different story. I'm not going to go with that to me is like, but anyway. And I was like, okay. And then on top of that, and I'm looking at her, I'm like, I know I mentioned I've been doing this for a good 10 years. So it's not like someone has I just all of a sudden celebrated Christmas last year and all of a sudden, oh, I decided not to this year. Like that, no, I've done my research. I know who I am. I explained to her why, you know, and it was just a constant disrespect like that. But at that time, in that moment, I wasn't looking at it like that. You know, I was looking at it as, okay, she just probably just don't really understand, you know? So, and I just took it with a grain of salt. Later, so I'm not looking at these as narcissistic moves. You know what I'm saying? She would find something to, like, she would say something to offend me or whatever. But me being me, I take it with a grain of salt. I just, okay, to me, I'm like, maybe she had a bad day, whatever. But if I said something, so at that point, she didn't have any kids. So I remember I was going through a situation with my oldest, and I had wanted someone just to vent, just to talk to. And I thought I had her. I was wrong. So I had talked to her about it, and I explained to her what was going on. And because it was something so private, but I explained to her what was going on. Her response made it seem like Yeah, I was offended. I was really offended by how her response was, because I was like, at that point she had known me for over a year. It was like 2 years, I think it was. And so, and it was around 2 years, and 2 or 3 at that point. Yeah, no, it was around 2 years. So anyway, she knew me long enough to know my behavior. She should know, me personally, like, because I was always over there. And so she was like, well, whatever you do, don't start screaming and yelling at her. And I was like, what?
That's not even your.
Who are you? What?
Well, that's not even your. Thing.
Right? That's not even my demeanor. And I was like, and I said, I didn't. I said, she's like, no, I didn't say that you did. I just said, just don't. And I was like, but I'm not. She was like, okay, well, I'm just making sure that you're not going to. And I was like, what? And I was like, well, you know me this long, you should know my character. That shouldn't even came out your mouth. And so she was like, I guess she got offended by that. And then so the conversation went on for a few days or whatever. And I was like, it's okay, it's cool, whatever. And then I was trying to let it go. I try to let things go. I try to let it go. And then finally I said, I apologize for coming to you with it. I said, I didn't mean no harm when I said this. I was being genuine. I said, I apologize for coming to you with this. It's just, I said, sometimes I forget, sometimes kind of way that I said, in other words, she wouldn't understand. Right. And she was like, she took that and ran with it. Like, oh, so you said I won't understand because I have kids and this. I was like, well, yeah, but that's not. I'm not trying to be rude with it. And then so when I say she took the fact that I said she doesn't understand and ran with it for days, it was literally a back and forth argument. It wasn't even an argument, really. She was just attacking me, and I was like, tell her, let it go. It's okay, let it go. And I was like, you taking it the wrong way. It's okay. From that word, you don't understand. That little sentence. It's okay. It's okay. But I said, it's okay. I understand you don't understand. I said something of that nature. I said, it's okay because I understand that you don't understand. Because she can't understand. She didn't have any kids. You dang sure didn't have a teenager. So no, you can't understand. So she took that and ran with it, started attacking me. Oh, you said and I kept this went on for days. And then I said we can go ahead and leave it alone now because it doesn't matter. Right. We can move on. Right. No, because she wasn't done with that topic. She wanted to egg it on. So she egged it on for a few more days. Then finally, when she claimed she was done, she said the exact words I said. No, my exact words were, I said, I'm done going around in circles about this. Let's just move on. So that was my exact words I said. Then she was like, no, 3 or 4 days later, she came back. I'm done going around in circles with this. Let's just move on. And I was like, I know I just said this. Yes. So I was like, okay, mental notes. Okay. So, and me, I'm the type of person where I don't like arguing. I don't like all them bad vibes. I don't like that. I understand we have our disputes. I understand we have our differences. I understand we may even go into a heated debate, but let it be known when I say it's okay, it's done. That's over. I'm done. We should move on. I'm trying to establish the friendship. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to establish that relationship. And so, but if you want to egg it on, that's going to do nothing but make me, I don't want to have nothing to do with you because you want to keep that energy. I don't want nothing to do with that. So that happened. And then later on, last year, a situation happened. You remember when I was going through it, my apartment situation.
Oh yeah.
I put up that thing on Facebook. When I say it, for those of you who don't know, it was a whole situation. I ain't gonna go into details, but anyway, you know what I'm talking about. It's a whole situation. And I was going through an issue in my apartment complex. My kids and I were literally living in feces because of my apartment. The manager did not, it was a whole situation. We had to get out of there. It was an unlivable situation for me and my girls. It was an unlivable situation for the whole time we were there, but it got worse. And so she knew everything about it. But only thing she didn't know, because at this point, she had just had her first baby. And me being a mother, being a mother, I completely understand the whole dynamic of, and I figured she needs to rest. She doesn't need any more stress on her. So I didn't tell her anything about it. I'm looking at it, like then on top of that, the whole COVID situation was like at a peak.
Uh,
And so she was no, this was right when COVID started, I think. This was right when, so it was 2 years ago. So
no,
and
that's when
so
that's when
that's everything
Harlow was at
everything was
its
like up
peak.
there. Yes. And so that was like 2 years ago. My goodness. So anyway, it was 2 Decembers ago. Not this past December, but the December before then. Yeah. And so she had just had her baby or whatever. And so I'm looking at it like, okay, well, I'm not gonna bother her and add more stress to her because it's already a stressful situation. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care what anybody say. If you just had a baby, you need to rest. You know what I'm saying? You need to rest. And then and then I was working with the public. My older was still going to school. You know what I'm saying? My youngest was still going to daycare. So we're around people. You just had a baby whose immune system is not there yet. So
Right.
I'm looking out for the best benefit for the household. So I wasn't gonna ask, first of all, I don't ask anyone to stay with them, you know. So I put that little post up to see if anyone can help me do anything because I was trying to go ahead and get a hotel. I done ran out of my money, you know, for food, hotels, all that. And it was cold. It was cold. And so when she saw the post, she was like, why I have to find out through Facebook? Why you couldn't just do the. I explained to her in detail, more details what I gave y'all. I explained to her why I didn't do it. She was like, well, if you would have And I was like, and then she turned around and said, I was being selfish for not telling her. I was being selfish and I was out of line for not telling her. And I was like, I explained to you why I'm not going to tell you. What? Because of your age alone, you're high risk pregnancy. And then after that, your emotions are. So I'm like, okay. Your blood pressure. I'm looking at everything. And then, then on top, she has a health issue, which still made her a high risk pregnancy. And I'm like, I'm not trying to mess with anyone's health.
Right.
At all. I was like, and I explained, I was like, your whole family is a health issue situation. And I was like, why would I add more stress? That doesn't make sense. She still somehow made it my fault, made it, this and other. And I was like, well, since you know now, do you mind just sharing? I said, I'm not asking for anything from you. Only thing I'm asking if you could just share it. She refused to share it.
Wow.
She kept questioning me. I still have all the messages to this day. She kept questioning me, saying, well, she's like, only reason I'm questioning you because someone asked me. I said, well, someone asked, it's in the post. I made it pretty detailed. She was like, well, this and other. And I was like, well, they asked, they can ask me. She was like, well, no, because if I send it, they're gonna ask me. And I need to know already. And I was like, so again, she's trying to have control of the situation. And I honestly, now I'm talking about it, I feel like because she felt like she didn't have that control of the situation from the beginning, she needs to go ahead and gather it up right then. You know what I'm saying? Because she didn't know about what was going on until that point. And so anyway, fast forward through, so anyway, that led me to stay with my daddy at my daddy's house. After being out for a while, that ended up, well, no, that portion didn't. But when we ended up February, it was January. So all of January, we get our stuff moved out. So I knew I knew that February, end of February, they were going to evict us anyway because the whole COVID situation, my money was funny. Everybody's money was funny. And then when I had to report to the corporate because of how management was acting, management then told me that if I didn't have all my money together, that they were going to evict me. They ended up evicting me. So, and it was like only 3 months of rent, but that's a different story. No, it wasn't even 3 months. So I was paying on it. And so anyway, ended up moving in with my daddy about February 1st, around February 1st. February 1st. I had all my stuff I had most of my stuff in storage. Had went on and moved in with my daddy. So that storm hit, right? That storm hit February the 15th. That ice storm.
Oh yeah, I definitely remember that.
February 15th, the ice storm hit. When I say, I don't know if it was just my whole neighborhood, but I know for sure the cul-de-sac. Well, I know for sure that the house we was in, I think it was like my cul-de-sac for sure. But I saw other people's houses. Like we weren't affected by it. Like it was, and I felt like it was just a neighborhood, or it was for sure my daddy's house. We didn't get it was nothing. We were very, 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 very blessed behind that. And so they ended up losing their power and mind you, their neighborhood is across the street from my daddy's neighborhood.
Mhm.
So they ended up losing their power or whatever. And so she started texting me saying, like later on in the night or later on the evening, the sun going down, and they lost their power earlier that day, saying how they you know, how they got a baby, this the other, and they just, well, I know they had a baby. She was like, yeah, we lost power, this the other. And I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, why y'all? I said, well, I can go ahead and help y'all with the looking for an apartment, not apartment, but looking for a place. She's like, oh, they're all full. I was like, no, I got this app. I looked at my app. It was literally one room available at a hotel. She's like, oh no, she turned me down completely. I said, no. I said, literally, all I gotta do is just to hold this room is put a car on file. And I said, that's it. I said, if you want it, I can get it for you. She kept saying, no. She was trying to have me invite them over because, bro, if you read the text, you can see what I'm talking about. She tried to have me invite them over to stay at my dad's house. Mind you, I'm barely staying at my dad's house.
Right.
My daddy didn't want us. I'm barely staying at my dad's house with my kids.
Another thing too, that would be very disrespectful. How the fuck you going?
Very disrespectful.
How the fuck
Yes.
How the fuck you gonna invite somebody else to live in somebody else's house?
I don't have nothing. I don't get a bill in that thing. I don't pay nothing. That's not my house. That's very disrespectful. And so, and I can tell that she was really upset by that. But at the same time, it ain't nothing I can do. If you coming at me, I don't know if I showed you the text. I'm gonna have to show you. But anyway,
yeah, sure.
So so anyway, she was making it seem the way the text was going, it was because it was all via text. It was as if I should have invited them. So anyway, the storm had ended, and so when the storm ended, and everyone was getting back up and up, and mind you, throughout the whole time, I was trying to give her advice on how to stay warm. I was like, well, I was trying to figure. I was actively doing things, which was a lot more than what she was doing back in December when I was going through it. She was questioning me, asking why, this, that, other, blaming me. I'm already stressed out. At that point, she didn't know I was pregnant, but I was pregnant. My blood pressure was already unstable. I was in and out the hospital because, my blood pressure. And then on top of that, and I explained to, she already knew I had issues with my blood pressure already. Right. And so for her to add more stress, that was mad disrespectful. So back to February, she had, so when everything was up and done and everything, and everyone was getting their life back together, whatever, the lights back on, everything. She says to me, she said, so did y'all lose any power? I was like, oh no. I was like, we were very blessed. I said, no, I didn't say that. I said, no. I said, no. I said, we didn't lose anything. I said, if the power, I said, the lights were blinking. And so maybe it went out for a second or two, but other than that, no, I said, we didn't lose it. She was like, oh. She was like, y'all are very blessed. And I was like, yeah. I said, you were blessed. I said, everyone was blessed. If you made it out alive, you were blessed. She was like, yeah, but no, y'all were really blessed because y'all didn't lose anything. I was like, no. I said, did you lose something? She was like, well, we lost power. No, did you lose anything to your house? No. Everyone made it through. The baby made it through. So I was like, so you're very blessed. And she kept, doing that. And then she goes, I guess she wasn't satisfied with what I was saying. Then she says, well, if my power was still on, so in other words, she was in my situation. She said she wouldn't have invited anyone over if they didn't have this and other. And I was like, during COVID? Are you sure? Because she the one who acted funny. Then I said, I wasn't trying to be, now, if you look at the text, it may seem like it, but I wasn't trying to be messy. And it's just literally sometimes my brain and mouth is just connected. There's no in between. So right. I said, that's funny because now, mind you, I wasn't trying to be no other type of way. I really wasn't. I promise. Right. I said that's funny. That really basically, I said that's funny because back in December, when the tables were turned, that's not how the outcome came. When she took that and she was so you're calling me a liar? I was like, I didn't say that. I would. I didn't say that. But that wasn't my intentions. My intentions were for her to sit back and actually look at the reality of the situation. Right. You see what I'm saying? And she didn't understand that. And so she took that and ran with it. So nothing I said after that, if it wasn't in line to what she was saying to make it look like that I'm being a liar, I mean that I'm calling her a liar and that I was out of line and I should have did this and that other, if it wasn't in line and all of that, she was upset about it. And then so it got to the point I was like, I'm not gonna argue because again, my blood pressure. I just got before the storm came, before the storm hit, I was in the hospital twice within a week because my blood pressure stroke level, I went blind and everything because my blood pressure was so bad, you know. And so it was to the point the staff at the hospital thought I was gonna die. So I'm for sure not gonna, entertain this negative energy to raise my blood pressure. So I told her, I said, hey, I said this. So that conversation took place on a Friday. So I remember I kept referring to the Friday. So I said, hey, if you're, gonna still talk about all that, I said, because I'm done with it. We both said we had to say, I'm done with the conversation. You're taking things the wrong way. And she was like, oh, so I don't understand the conversation. She started doing this. And I was like, and at that point, I wasn't looking at it as a narcissistic move. Everything she was doing, all these, gaslighting. And I wasn't looking at that like, I was like, dang, And so it got to the point where I was like, hey, I'm gonna give you 24 hours. I'll come back. You need to breathe, take time out, breathe through everything if you need to, breathe. So did that, came back and whatever. And then, so anyway, I kept getting her these little breaks because she kept trying to refer back to that Friday. I was like, if this conversation is referring to Friday, I'm not gonna entertain it. Then she made a comment saying that she was like, yeah, you're in the wrong because you don't even want to talk about it. And I was like,
right.
So anyway, I'm saying all that to say, like, it's not I think I look at narcissist people, like I look at them on a spectrum. You have your high end and then you have your like real low end, and even on the low end, I feel like they're more dangerous than the high end because on the low end, people, they come in and you would never, they're more quiet on their narcissistic moves. You know what I'm saying? Like they're really more quiet on it. And it's like, wow, like my first ex-husband, it took me a while for me to realize that he was a narcissist. And I was like, oh no, he was just abusive. No, he was a narc. And I started thinking about it and I had to look and read through things. I was like, oh my goodness, he was. But he was on the higher end. He was out there, you know what I'm saying? It was so in your face. Then you have people like her, even people like, David, them two are on the lower end. They're quiet about it, or they'll have people, whatever. Terry, I can go out there and I don't mean to do it. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm just saying all to say that like narcissistic people, they come in different, I feel like they come in different spectrums. Yeah.
Forms,
and so, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they have to isolate you from your friends and family or whatever, because she wasn't doing that. She was just trying to control the whole situation.
No,
situation.
No, I was just saying that because that's one way. That's just only one way they can use to control the situation that's in front of them, or try to control the situation that's in front of you. Control the people that react your friends, your family, your spouse, or whatever you want to call it these days, and shit like that. So like what this doing here on this video, they're like they're actually very high end, because the fact of the matter is that they high in that shit, but around her, he's actually that's coming up mass though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially when the dude finds out that number one, that's a man, and number two, there is no money to be getting, you know what I'm saying?
Mad.
He's gonna be pissed. But let's watch it though. Only got like 6.
Sorry, y'all. I went on a whole rant.
But it's good though. It's good though.
That had nothing to do with this video.
Actually, it did. We talked
but
about
yes.
Remember, I never have a conversation. Remember, every conversation involves something that's actually the pit of the conversation, though, like this video, though. You know what I'm saying? And it just expands like a all in bloom, though. So. I only got 6 more minutes. I got six and some odd minutes left. So that's about 6.
Yeah.
All right.
I get it.
Martha,
Well,
Martha,
whatever. I
I
thought we
like
had
you.
something. It's fine.
I really gotta
shouldn't
learn how
have
to
shared it. I
stream,
shouldn't have
man.
shared it, and that's fine.
Martha,
I will
nothing
put
like
it back
that,
in the
you know,
box.
for
I don't know.
passed on.
I'll lock it back up.
No.
Get the
I'm
keys.
calling you from my extension directly. Wait, you can just have a look. I'm calling you. Please answer the
It's
call.
fine. I
You're
don't
getting
need.
a call again.
You
Martha,
don't
see,
pay.
ma'am,
Don't you
I'm
pay?
giving you
Don't
my
you
personal
patronize me?
number.
There was also a group of scammers who were so determined to get my $2 million that they've been singing and calling me hundreds of times this week.
You don't have to receive their call. You don't have to receive it.
Well, who are you?
No,
if
you
you're
don't
not
have to. You
Richard?
don't have to receive it. You don't have to receive it at the moment, okay? While you're talking with me, don't receive anyone call. So, no, I am the Richard. I am the Richard, but it is my number, second number.
I am the
Do
Richard.
you ever feel?
My phone was
What's the
stolen. So you
what's the
don't have to
password?
pick up that number, You don't have to.
What's the password?
Do you ever feel, sorry, the password is, do you ever feel like a plastic bag, like a plastic bag? Okay,
Oh my
so that means
God.
our account department giving you that details, all right?
Katy
So you have
Perry,
to wait
you
for a
singing
moment,
Katy
all right, Alan?
Perry?
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll wait.
Okay,
I'm gonna
thank you,
talk.
darling.
I'm gonna
Thank
go
you.
ahead and
Thank you
answer.
so
I'm gonna
much.
go ahead
Hold
and
on
talk
for
to
a
the other
moment, okay?
Richard and figure out who it is. So,
No, you
because
don't
it
have
might
to. You
not
don't
be.
have
Maybe
to. You don't have to
maybe
because
if it really is an imposter, I'll tell him to stop calling me. Yes, Richard. Sorry, we got disconnected.
hello.
Wait. Hello.
Yes, you just yes.
Wait.
Tell me.
Oh, this is. I think I have you both saved in my phone as Richard, so I'm getting confused. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you. I'm trying to call back the real Richard.
No. It's me, Richard. It's me, Richard, darling. Hello. It's me, Richard.
Is you Richard? Okay, tell me
Hello?
this. Why is it that when I ask the real Richard to send me a video of him singing a song, he sends it to me immediately, and then when I ask you to send me a video of the song, you won't?
I am Richard.
Ma'am, who even is this guy?
Well, he. I don't. I guess I.
Ma'am, I told you not to talk to anybody.
He said that he was your assistant.
I told you to do not speak with anyone while you're
Ma'am,
talking with
okay,
me,
hang
darling.
up the phone on
He's
that
a
guy.
fraud
Hang up the
people,
phone. Hang up the phone. Hang up the phone. Hang up the phone.
Just hang up.
Hang it up, hang it up.
Call guard mother.
Hang it up.
Hang up his call,
I don't
darling.
know what's going on. Hello? Hello?
Yes, he is fraud, madam. Don't
Hang up the
speak
phone.
with
Hang
Hello?
up the phone.
Hello?
Hang it
Richard?
up. Hang it up. Hang it
Richard?
up.
No, I'm not gonna hang
Yeah.
up right now. I'm not gonna hang up.
Ma'am, hang up
Hang
his
it up.
call. Hang up his
Hang it-
call.
Hang it up.
What?
You just said to hang up.
He
This guy
I
is
don't-
not.
I
This
guess
guy
I-
is not who he says he is.
No, he is not. He is a wrong ma'am.
then
He
who
is a
is he
fraud.
then?
Don't.
Okay, you
don't
know what,
listen
ma'am?
to
Here,
them,
we'll
right?
prove it right here, right now. Who sent you 5 videos? One of which had a cat.
Richard did.
And I am Richard.
I sent you.
I am
yes,
Richard.
Richard. I
Yeah, I got all the videos.
All right. If you are Richard, can you just sing the song? Can you just sing the song? If you're
Oh,
Richard,
that's actually a really
just
good
sing me the
idea.
song.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag?
Yes,
Like
a plastic
bag.
Like a
Like a
plastic
plastic
bag?
bag.
Yes, correct.
Do
And he
you
just
ever
heard that.
feel
He-
like
yes,
a
he
Like
just
a
heard
plastic
bag?
bag.
Feel
Like a plastic bag?
Like a plastic bag.
Like a
'Cause you
plastic
gotta
bag.
ignite
The
the
light.
light and
And
let it shine.
shine.
Just
Oh,
Hell no.
like the 4th
Oh, God.
of July.
'Cause baby, you're a fire.
Do you ever feel like a plastic
'Cause
bag?
baby, you're a fire.
Like a plastic bag. We sang a lot, but while we sang,
Is this a real song?
Scammers,
Mhm.
they gave me.
It's
5
I
bank
think it's a
accounts.
one of those Carrie
I was
Pater
just telling you from the beginning,
Carrie
remember
Pater
that I was
Perry
I'm
songs.
trying to help
Oh.
you out, and you give me lots of
His backgrounds, I be loving it.
security questions and lots of
like, lots of password, like, do you ever feel like a plastic bag, and all this kind of shit. And I told you, do not trust anyone. You remember that?
Should I
You remember that? I
should I
told you to
trust
do not
you?
trust.
Not today.
Okay. Okay, listen to me. Don't cry, don't cry. Listen to me. I am helping you from another way, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any grocery store? Do
I
you
love
have
the
any grocery store nearby your home?
Yeah, I love the grocery. Yeah.
This story really isn't over either. They asked me to go get gift cards, and I think we're approaching about 10 hours with them. But if there's one thing I learned from this experiment the past week, it's that showing scammers $2 million in your bank is dramatically different from showing them $0 in your bank. They are really desperate to get a chunk of that money. So desperate, in fact, that we were able to report 18 bank accounts this week to bank fraud professionals who are actively investigating these accounts. I will probably post some full calls later on how these stories end, but I wanted to check in with you guys and show you what's been going on because I think it's hilarious. Until then, know that you matter, that you are valuable, and that you are appreciated. Bye.
Peace. All right, that's all right.
18.
Mm-hmm. Told you.
I love his backgrounds. He's hilarious.
I know, right? He is. Huh. He is very funny, though. You know what I'm saying?
It's
He's funny as
hilarious.
hell, though. For real. I'm like, see guys like people like this, I love them because they like to expose people
Yeah.
for the bullshit they really are, though. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like this shit though. This shit funny as hell.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He's awesome.
Yeah, he is.
I wonder what other videos you got.
Shit, probably a lot.
No, you.
Huh?
Other videos you gonna do.
Oh well. What videos I want to do? I want to do. I know how you feel about the man, though. You know what I'm saying? But
About the what?
I said I know how you feel about the man, but I do want to do a video.
What man?
You know what man I'm talking about.
All right, tell me what you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about.
I guess I do. Wait.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, text me. I don't know. Now I'm really lost.
Kevin Samuels, man.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I want to do one just by him. Because
I can't
oh.
ever sit through his doggone videos, but I will try, Terry.
But
I would
by the way, that whole Big D thing he was talking about, I finally see that video. I finally got some complex. He was asking that for a specific reason though, because the motherfucker was like, I think he was like, he said about 5'5", 300 pounds, and he's like, dude, you have a big dick? He's like, it's a simple question. You have a big dick? He was like, what's big sweet? No, you do have a big dick. And then the dude was like, yeah, I guess. He's like, no,
but
you don't.
That's I still
No,
think
because
it doesn't matter.
No, but there's a reason why he asked that question, though. You know what I'm saying? I finally got the context of that video, the full video with that one too. So I finally got the complex. I'm like, I don't know, man. It's still a.
Would you ask that question to a man?
When I ask,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Fuck no, I would never ask that question to a man. But seriously, I want to do a reaction video to one of his.
Oh goodness, I will try to sit through it, Terry. He gets.
Don't worry, I'll try to get.
I have my reserved thoughts. I don't.
Well, then again, none of his videos are. Well, I'm pretty sure I can find a couple of short videos, but most of the videos are like an hour long. Though, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's like.
But we got seriously, we
can do it.
We got to do one.
Let's do it. Let's do one.
You want to do it today?
Yeah. Let's take this off and finish this one up and wrap it up.
All right, cool.
Woo! Let's get it out of the way because that one there. I'm gonna try.
Just try.
Let's close this one up.
All right, just try though. Just try. All right, peoples. That was our reaction. That was our reaction video about the scammers and all that good stuff. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. and like, subscribe, you know what I'm saying, hit that hit that button for notifications. And you know what I'm saying, we do these reactions sometimes once a day, sometimes twice a day. That's why you'll probably see the next video we're about to do. That's why we'll see me in the shirt, because, well, we do this on the same day. We ain't filthy animals like certain people that don't use washcloths. But so 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 like I said, we're gonna do another reaction video real soon. So I'll see you later.
Bye.